Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Here we go. The MassMutual East Division playoff predictions. I'll go first since I'm talking about it. Number 1, I got Philadelphia Flyers. I think last year, had the season not paused, they would have been the top seed, arguably the top seed in the Eastern Conference, but I don't remember exactly where Tampa was ahead of them. Just because, I'm not going to go back up and look up old standings for no reason, but I think they have the best team on paper in the division. And like I said, they were red hot before the pause last season. Number 2, Washington Capitals. New coach. They had some time off. They're not in the bubble this year, so they didn't look like they wanted to be in the bubble to begin with. I think no bubble is going to help them. They're going to get a nice kick in the ass. I like some of the moves they made, and I think they can finish ahead of the Bruins, who I have number 3, the reigning President's Trophy champions. Yes, they lost Krug. Yes, they lost Chara. But I still think, they're the reigning President's Trophy champions. They have enough, and I think they can take the number 3 seed. And lastly, but not least, the Buffaloes. No, I'm just kidding. I got the New York Islanders, the reigning Eastern Conference finalists in the playoffs. I mean, cohesive unit, cohesive team, solid defensive team, very opportunistic with their scoring. And I think I would get shamed on every social media platform if I didn't include them because they were literally one of the last 2 East teams standing last year.
Yeah, for sure. Shades, I feel like we have pretty similar teams. I have the Flyers as well winning the division. I like a lot of the players they have up front. I mean, obviously, ex-Ranger Hayes, that's always my boy. But Konechny as well, he's already been on a rampage this year. Is Couture out, did you say, Woj?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for
Still have Voracek, still have Giroux. They have plenty of talent up front. Obviously on defense, they have plenty of people as well. Provorov, he's sick, and Carter Hart and net. Carter Hart net.
No one's going to
Carter Hart and net. It's nice when you have one of the best young goalies in the game as well in net. At second, I have the Islanders, Shades. I think last year we saw how good they could be making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't know. They have depth up front, and with Trotz as coach, we know how good they can play defensively. And I don't know if scoring is necessarily going to be an issue, but we'll see what happens. But I just feel like even if they could score a couple goals a game, defensively, we know they could lock it down. Third, I have the Capitals, Shades, because you can never count Ovi out. You can never count those guys they have up front. Backstrom, Kuznetsov, Oshie, Chara on the back end as well. Not sure if he could skate so much anymore, but not sure he could really ever skate in the first place.
That's like a giraffe.
And yeah. And also the Russian goalie in that as well, right? Samsonov.
Yep.
Yeah.
See if he can make push. You hear a lot of good things about him. And also, I don't think for them losing Holtby is really going to be that much. I don't think it's going to hurt them that much, because if you saw the way he played in the bubble, it's not the Holtby that was playing for them back in the cup. And at 4, Shades, this is where I disagree a little bit. I'm actually going to take the Rangers. I think I'm pretty optimistic on the Rangers, but I don't know. Boston's defense to me is, I don't know if they got it. I mean, losing Krug, obviously one of their best defensive players. The defense is kind of looking a little young right now for them. Kind of similar to the Rangers, I guess you could say, but we'll see what happens there. But I don't know. I like the Rangers' firepower up front. Obviously, if the top 6 can show up, you never know what Rangers team you're going to get on a nightly basis. But if we can get what we saw in Game 2, I'm pretty confident the Rangers can make the playoffs just with all the talent they have up front. And I guess, a question mark for the Rangers is really, I'm not so concerned about the goaltending. I'm more concerned about the defense. So we'll see what happens. But I got the Rangers at 4.
Nice.
Sneaking in.
Woj, who you got?
Well, I mean, I think it's clear cut. Number 1 is going to be Philly. Like you said, they have so much depth down the middle. They got a bunch of good wingers, a bunch of young guys. Provorov was going to win Norris one day. They have Carter Hart.
Carter Hart.
which you can never count him out. I mean, he's had some struggles being a young goalie, but I think this is the year where he finally makes the big jump to looking like a top 5 goalie in the league, if not top 10. Second, I'm going to go with, guess we'll just go with Washington. Same thing. I mean, you guys can't really count those guys out. It's a veteran team, which I think in a season like this, it's gonna come in handy when it comes to rivalries and playing a bunch of teams a lot and figuring out how certain teams play. They're gonna get used to it and realize exactly what they have to do night in, night out. Third, I'll go with the Rangers because I'm pretty high on them. Like you said, their defense is the only real question mark next to their depth performance, but other than the fourth line. And they're pretty strong all the way through from the first to the third. They got a really strong top 4, and they have two of the better young goalies in the league, I think. And not many people think of Georgiev as that much, which is something you want to underestimate because he's gone out and showed that he could actually play in this league and probably be a starter on most teams. And then at 4, I have the Sabres just because I wanted to throw something wild in there. It is a crazy year. It's something a lot different that no one's obviously never seen before, I'm pretty sure. And they have guys like Eichel, Hall. Hopefully Middlestat has a lot better year this year, can play steady in the lineup. Dahlian's going to take another jump, I think. And they still have Ristolainen. The goaltending is an issue. But like I said, I think in a weird year like this, you're going to see something wild happen.
Yeah,
so-
motivated Jack Eichel is
If
could
he
be
loses
scary at
this year,
times.
he's out of Buffalo.
I can
Yeah,
see that happening.
He's getting out.
That's going to be someday
Yeah,
in
and
the
we'll
hockey
see.
world when he gets dealt.
And we'll see what happens as well. If Taylor Hall decides he's going to stay the whole year there as well, so that should be interesting.
Yep.
I guess it depends on how well they start playing, But Shades, which division should we do next?
Just final thoughts. I would have put the Rangers in, but after I saw them play in the bubble, that just no. Even with Lafreniere, even with Miller, just
I don't think they're gonna do a bubble this year. All the players said they hated it so much. You wonder what it's gonna be like months from now, but it's gonna be interesting how they do it.
no. But Brendan even said it earlier. I forget the exact words you used, but it's just like you never know what team you're going to get
Yeah.
on a nightly basis, which is why I couldn't put them in the top 4.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I mean-
fellow Ranger fans, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
I
we
picked
get
the
it,
Rangers
Shades.
against Carolina. Couldn't do it this time around.
We get it. You're actually an Islanders fan. This is where Shades breaks
Yeah,
out.
I'm
He's actually
I'm
joining.
low-key.
Out of nowhere.
I'm low key
He's joining
a Vegas Golden Knights fan.
Same.